Hey there, Thibaut here, and I'm back with some Legend of Heroes Straight from the Sky. And as I decided last time, I did some grinding of these shining poms and caught or fought a bunch of them. And I think I'm actually going to do this again because there are two pieces of equipment like this one and this one. That can drop, and I think they might be useful because this one prevents freeze and petrify, and in most games petrify means you are stunned, and if you get hit you are instant KO, and sometimes you can't even be revived in the game, so that's kind of bad. And this one prevents sleep and faint, which is decent, I guess. Anyway, I unlocked all these things and bought a bunch of, what's it called, quartz. And now we want to do the side quest and exterminate this thing. So let's start with using our skill. Pretty good with the critical. I think weapon lipstick is enough. Oh wow, critical self-destruct.
Piece of cake.
It was pretty mean. Yeah, there you can see I still got a bunch of steffes. Also, I moved the camera around because I realized that it was on top of Estelle's status information. Exterminate monster on the main road. Let's report this in order. Aren't really doing any damage.
That's that. Let's move out.
I also bought pretty much all the items that I could, like not all the gear pieces that I could buy, except for accessories because they all seemed to be not that useful. But I might pick them up later, just for like a collection thing. So let's report this. Reported result for Milk Main Road Monster. 600 Mirror and 3 BP. Rank advancement to Junior Rank Bracer 8th class. Okay, nice. Information cost perk. Good work. Seems like you completed your objective without any trouble. If you finish any other jobs, please come back and report again. So look. Okay, nothing new. Let's look for this one. I'm thinking of putting. So these are kind of light mirage element things, and I'm thinking of placing 3 of these inside of here to get like different skills. Let's have a look what it gives me. EP, extra hit, extra dexterity, chaos brand. I don't know, doesn't feel super great. Let's go with this and hit. Like this. Right. And then let's sort these out. Alright, let's go with this setup. And then let's go to the pretzel farm and continue the main quest. So, left that there.
That's that. Let's move out.
Beast flesh. This should be it, right? Yeah. No matter when we come here, this place is always so tranquil. It's hard to imagine monsters running amok here. I certainly don't sense anything out of the ordinary either. Anyway, let's go ask someone here to fill us in on the details. I wonder if Tio's home today. It's Joshua. Do you come to play with me? I wish I had the time, but I'm afraid today I'm here for work. Work? That's no fun if we can't play. Maybe later if there's time. These kids really like you, Joshua. Oh, Joshua, Estelle. Hi, Cher. How have you been? Do you know where your mom and dad are? They're not at home right now. Tio's outside if you want to talk to her, though. Through this. Ooh, sneaky. Hi, Tio. It's been a while, hasn't it? Estelle, and Joshua too. Did you guys come for a visit? Not exactly. We're here in Bryce's business. We heard that you've been having some trouble with monsters. Estelle and Joshua explain that they are here to do their father's work, because he's away. Finished all your training. That's wonderful news. Maybe you can help after all. So there really are monsters giving you trouble, huh? Regrettably, that's been the case for the past several days now. Thanks to which I'm suffering from lack of sleep. I got something in my eye. Which means the monsters only came out at night? You're perceptive, very perceptive, Joshua. It'd be better if you got all the details from my father, though. I imagine he should be back from delivering the milk and vegetables any time now. Alright. Maybe they're in the house? Not here. Ah. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Pretzel. How's everyone getting on these days? Well, even Estelle and Joshua. What brings you to our neck of the woods? Did you come to see Tio? I don't know, is it Tio or Tio? I'm gonna go with Tio for now. We were actually just chatting with her outside. To tell the truth, we are here on an errand today from the Bracer Guild. Estelle hands Mr. Pretzel the guild referral, and Joshua explains that they are taking over for their father while he's away. That's so, but don't you think this job is a little dangerous for just the two of you to handle? I agree, I'd feel terrible if one of you were to get hurt. Don't sweat it, we're bracers after all, and taking care of monsters is right up our alley. The guild has even authorized us to carry out this task if you wouldn't mind leaving it to us. Would be more than grateful. Oh, if you wouldn't mind... yeah, whatever. Well, alright then. Go ahead and have at it. Thank you very much, Mr. Pretzel. Then could you tell us a little more about the monsters that have been wrecking your fields? I haven't been able to get a clear look at one yet, but they seem to resemble something like a joey cat. As far as I can tell, 3 or 4 appear at night, and raid our fields, gnawing on anything they can get their grubby little paws on. They don't seem to be threatening exactly, but they are extremely nimble. We've tried many times to catch them over the course of the last several nights, but to no avail. Sounds like a pretty strange bunch of creatures, if you ask me. Since they only appear under the cover of night, we have to wait for it to get dark. Then how about taking a load off until then? I assume you'll also be joining us for dinner, right? You said the magic word! I bet you will. You bet I will. I'm a huge fan of your cooking, Miss Pretzel. I can't wait. You sure know how to please a woman who spends a lot of time toiling in the kitchen. And for that, I'll whip you up something special that'll live up to your expectations. Flattery will get one anywhere. Oh, that was delicious. Your mom's cooking is as good as ever, Tio. Haha, that's because she gets excited to cook whenever we have guests over for meals. I feel really bad for Joshua though. The little one's jumping all over him like that. Haha, It's probably a good thing. Surprisingly enough, kids tend to latch onto him a lot. If anything, I'm more blown away by the fact that the children enjoy playing with such a stick in the mud. I think that's a bit of an over-exaggeration, don't you? He's definitely cautious. Cautious? Kinda twisting my tongue. Courteous. I think courteous is the right word. And maybe even a tad reserved. But if you get to know him, he's a really caring young man. In fact, he's not self-conscious about it too. The fact that he's not self-conscious about it too gives him points in my book. You really think so? Think about it. With those striking facial features, mysterious amber eyes, and lush black hair, it's only natural that he'd be a target for all the young girls. Surprised Pikachu face? Is Joshua really that popular? You're blind, Estelle? Rumor has it more than just a few girls have asked to go out with him. I heard he turned them all down, though. I had no idea. Joshua never said a word to me about it. I don't know how I should even begin to describe his secretive nature after hearing this. But how utterly cruel of him not to confide with me. In me. If you were a boy, I imagine it would be a different story. But as a girl, I don't think that's something we would talk to you about. And the fact that you haven't fallen for him yourself is beyond me. Huh? What would I? And so, you weren't there, aren't you? It's about time we do our rounds. Alright, I'm coming. I'll be back after Joshua and I get the job done here. I'd like to continue this conversation then, okay? Oh, alright. Be careful there, Estelle. Good girl. She's either completely out of touch with the matter of the heart, or just plain dense. Poor Joshua. He really has his work cut out for him. It seems as though the monsters always show up at about this time. We'd better get outside and take a look around. What's wrong, Estelle? I've got to ask, Joshua. Don't you happen to have any secrets you're not telling me about, do you? Come on now, why are you coming up with this stuff? Since you came to live with us, we've almost done everything together, right? Even though we've had our fair share of fights, they're all good memories for me now, and what I mean to say is, I've come to think of you as family in every sense of the word. So if there's anything on your mind you'd like to talk about, I'm available to lend an ear. You know, about things like trouble with your love life and whatnot. What are you trying to say? Nothing, I just wanted to let you know I'm here to listen if you need someone to talk to, so let's hurry up and get out there so we can kick some monster butt. What kind of nonsense do you putting into that girl's head? Secrets, huh? Wow, it's really dark out there in the countryside. So Joshua, how do you think we should go about making the rounds? Let's see, how would we start by checking out the house first, then move on to the field, the stables, and the greenhouses. We should be able to cover the entire farm by doing it this way. Alright, let's go. So, checking around the house, on the field. It's awful quiet. All I hear are bugs chirping. Doesn't look as if they've shown up yet. I wonder if they're aware of the presence. Hey Joshua, did you ever hear that? Did anyone ever tell you that story as a kid? You know, the one about babies being born in a cabbage patch? Now that's another question entirely out of the blue. Yeah, no, I was told about an angel with silver wings who delivered them. Interesting. So the explanation for where babies come from differs depending on the region, huh? How about we get back to work? Okay. Alright. So there's nothing here. Greenhouse will last, right? Stables. That's the entry point. No monster here. Alright, let's keep moving. I should have figured monsters wouldn't bother coming in here. The glow of the ornaments sure gives this place a romantic ambience. It makes me feel like it was all worthwhile just setting foot in here. You definitely did, sister. At least better than being dense like someone I know. Psst, look. Oh, it looks more like a fat squirrel. Meow. It's getting away. Hey, get back here, little furball. You can still feel its presence. It's staying put on the farm for the moment. Well, good, because it's about to get caught. So, because they told us, you know what? I'm gonna save it. They told us that they had trouble catching them. Pretty sure I need to sneak up on them. And I think I read we have to catch them in the first try. So let's see if we can kind of see where they are. Like. There, this thing. Haha! I got him! I think it's time to teach this critter a lesson. Here's where a job restarts, so stay alert and don't let your guard down. Oh, this is this information extra thing. So it tells me what kind of items they drop, how much XP I'm getting, and what kind of status they drop. Well, that's cool. Also, this is the amount of status. Yeah, I really like this. Like potatoes, carrots. Alright. Let's use a dual strike here. Nice. Got him. I use the pummel because sometimes it triggers like an extra status drop, and
Alright, we're good to go.
looks like that. But wasn't lucky. 2 carrots. Meow. Thank goodness, the Walk of a Bracer is something else. You kids have done a fine job of rounding up these critters. Well, nothing really. I want to ask you though, now that they've been caught, what do you plan on doing with them? Do you really have to exterminate them? Do we really have to exterminate them? Of course we do, Estelle. That's the whole reason we came up here in the first place. But the mission of a bracer is to protect civilians and uphold justice. Showing mercy to a bunch of monsters is just absurd and completely illogical. I see what you're getting at, but... You know, it was just some vegetables that were damaged, so... What do you think about letting it slide this time? You know, after taking a beating like that, I'm sure they've learned their lesson. Here, Miss Praxel. But in this case, I strongly suggest otherwise. I myself am against killing them too. Whether it's us or them, the fact of the matter is we are all living beings trying to survive in the same land. To some degree, I think we need to be mindful of those creatures living around us as we go about our daily lives. I know you may disagree with me, Joshua, but would you mind sparing these critters just this once? Understood. Since this is coming from the ones who suffered the actual loss, I won't object to your request. I'm really sorry about this, Joshua. I know I had you to come all the way up here. I'll make sure to reinforce the fence and devise a way to prevent this from happening again. And let's do that. Then that's that. Alright, you critters, you better count your blessings. If we catch you around here again, you won't be so lucky. No scrap! Well, I consider this matter closed. Tonight's been a long night, so about we head back to the house and hit the sack. The two of you are more than welcome to spend the night. Sounds good to me. I appreciate your hospitality. Man, I'm beat. It's really late, so how would we hit the sack? Joshua? What's wrong? I'm sorry. I made the situation really awkward for everyone. Huh? Are you talking about what happened back outside? Don't sweat it. I guarantee nobody thought anything of it. Really, your judgment was the most sound of anyone. No, it wasn't. I'm just cold-hearted and indifferent is all. Even now, I still think we shouldn't have shown any mercy and simply put those creatures out of their misery. Unlike you and Tio, I don't feel any compassion. It's at times like this that I really begin to loathe myself. It's almost as if there's something wrong with me as a person. Maybe some part of my heart is broken or something. Joshua? Don't you dare say things like this about yourself. Hell, I watched almost every... Hey, woken up? My puppy's been sleeping on my lap the whole time. There he is. Guess he's still kinda dizzy. I watched almost everything you've done for the past 5 years. And I'm confident in saying that I know your strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else. Probably even more than you yourself. I won't allow you to just disregard everything with a bunch of nonsense. Don't you ever hear you say you're broken again? I'm sorry, it was foolish of me to say that. As long as you understand what I said, that's what really matters. But you know what? Believe it or not, I was happy to hear you admit how you felt. Why? Your real problem, Joshua, is that you always try to keep your feelings locked up inside. Whenever you're troubled or worried, you just go around with this nonchalant look and try to fix everything by yourself. That's a little upsetting for someone who's supposed to be your family. Still, Joshua, you were able to lay bare your own weakness today. You learned to trust in someone other than yourself. And for that, I'm happy. I don't know what your point is, but I'm amazed that you can just stand there and say something as embarrassing as that. Ha, I've got a whole lot more that came from. But how would we call it a night? After all this endless running around, I'm ready to drop. Alright then, have a good night, Estelle. And thanks. You're welcome, Joshua. Sleep tight. Thank you both. You did us all a great service. Once again, I apologize for things not turning out the way they should have. Please don't worry about it anymore. We were able to learn a lot from this experience ourselves. If there's anything else we can help you with in the future, please let the Bracelet know. That'll definitely be the first place we contact. Come again and visit sometime when you're free, okay? We'd love to have you over for the night again, when things are convenient for you. I'll treat you some more of my best cooking next time you come. Thanks for the invitation, T and Miss Pretzel. We'll definitely be back to take you up on that when our workload settle down. Alright, how about we head back to the guild? After we report this one, we can start on the next. Sounds like a plan. On to the next one. Alright. Like this guy.
That's that. Let's move out.
Road. Right there. One more. City of Roland. Then there's the guild. Let's head and the thing. Good morning. How did the job at the farm go? We hit a few bumps in the road, but let me give you a brief report on the details. Joshua gives Aina a rundown of last night's event at the farm. Received payment for Pretzel Farm monsters. Gain PP 1 plus 2. Payment 1000. Rank is Junior Bracelet 8 Squad. I see, so you ended up setting the monsters free because the Pretzel family requested you to do so? I think that was premature on their part, but I won't pursue the matter any further. Is it okay to leave things like that? The mission of the Brace is to protect civilians and uphold justice. However, there are many ways we can protect those around us. And there are as many forms of justice as there are stars in the heavens. As a Bracer, it's your job to be able to discern these things. Indeed, our work has very profound implications if you think about it in that way. That's because we aren't an organization that deals strictly with monster problems. We also intervene when disputes arise between nations. To become a high-ranking Bracer, one must have more than combat strength. A well-honed mind and flexible problem-solving skills are also required. A sharp mind and problem-solving ability, huh? Serious, the road to the big league sounds a lot steeper than I originally thought. Haha. Well, then your only choice is to devote yourself to working hard every day. And since you're both here, why don't I give you the details of your next job? Those are the words I've been waiting to hear. I'm ready for anything, so what have you got lined up for this time? Another monster that needs a good whooping? Not this time. This next job will entail the transportation of goods. And get this, your client is none other than Mayor Klaus himself. Really? A request from the mayor? Don't you think do you think it'll be alright leaving such an important task to us? From what I've heard, it's a pretty simple job. In any case, I'd like you to speak with the mayor directly about the job details. Alright, we can do that. Alright, new stuff. Let's accept all of these and let's try doing those first. Contact Chief Warrant Officer Ashton at the Ware checkpoint to the west of the main road. Oh, it's kind of confusing me that if I go over these, the text doesn't change. So, Orbit, Landing Port, Meddler's Almost Factory. I'm searching for a flower known as the Bear Claw and Savory Pinion. The former is native in the forest of Mistlord, south of Roland, and the latter comes from insect-like monsters. We got these pinions already. I don't think I've got Bear Claw. Vertebridge. Alright. Let's go from top to bottom. So this is Landing Port. Which is I think this way. Yeah. Orbit, down braces, how long will it take to keep me waiting? If they don't hurry and get here, I'm going to miss my flight. I should have expected as much from a rural backwater borg like this. Huh? Well, that's the Bracer emblem if I'm not mistaken. I've been waiting for you to show up. I have an urgent job. So, do we have some time to hear my request? Or this one? Sure, we got some time. Great, this really helps me out a lot. Alright, let me give you a rundown and explain the details of the job. Let me formally introduce myself. I'm Orbit, representative of Orbit Co. Ltd. West LTD limited? Pretty sure it's not limited. I'm Estelle, and this is Joshua. It's nice to meet you. Estelle and Joshua, is it? The two of you are quite younger, so if I do say so myself. And we're actually pretty new to this whole breather thing. Greenhorn? Okay, well, I guess you'll have to do. Careful, you're slipping. Pardon? Never mind. I was just talking to myself. Alright, let's get down to business. Please excuse my lack of decorum, but I'm in a bit of a hurry. Sure. At the moment I'm looking for a rare mushroom called the firefly fungus. It said it only grows in soil rich with septium. There are records of it being picked here in Roland, but no shop seems to carry it. However, it's of vital necessity that I get my hands on one, so I put in a request at the guild house. Soil with septium. I can only think of the Mulga Trail as a possible location. Do you know any other characteristics of the mushroom? It seems that it normally grows in areas with patches of grass. However, since it's buried in the dirt, if you don't look closely, you won't find it. Jeez, this one looks like it's going to be a pain. But once you dig one up, you'll know if it's a firefly fungus or not. One thing, it glows with a light green color. So that's why it's called the firefly fungus. Well, that makes sense. Alright, have I explained things clearly enough? So basically all we need to do is find a glowing mushroom and in a patch of grass along the Mulga Trail, right? Looks that way to me. Well, if they are really going in the ground, we probably won't be able to find them so easily. If you run into any trouble, come back and speak with me again. I ask that you find one as soon as possible. Alright. Next we're going to go to the Melder, because they are like on the way back. And maybe... Oh, well, hi there, you two new bracers seem to be having some success lately. I've been hearing a lot about your hard work recently. Yeah, that's because we are still new at this, so we have to work extra hard. That's encouraging to hear. You guys actually came at a good time. I've got an urgent job that needs to be taken care of. Do you think that you would be up to the task of replacing an ornament light in a road lamp along the Milk Main Road? Excellent. You just leave it to us. If you're fine with us doing the job, then we'll gladly accept. Thanks, I really appreciate it. I completely forgot it needed to be replaced today. First off, I'll need to give you the replacement part. This replacement up? That's right. If you want to replace the ornament... you want to replace the ornament light in the road lamp number 6 on the Milk Maid Road to the west. It's the 6th road lamp that you'll come across counting from Roland's west entrance. So the 6th. Make sure you get the right one. I think I've got it. The 6th road lamp in the Roland west entrance, right? Once you found the road lamp, you need to open the maintenance panel. You'll need a 6-digit combination to open it. Are you serious? Yep, the combination is 544818. I'm gonna write that down. Then there we go. So 544818. I'm sorry, could you repeat that again? It's 544818. That's right. Good memory, Joshua. Show off. When the combination is entered, the pen will open, and after that, all that's left is to replace the ornament. It may seem like a simple task, but make sure no one messes up. The road lamp may have been out of order for a while now. I see. The light of the ornament keeps the large monsters away, right? It's not much more than an unconscious dislike for them. But if they do go out, then we run into real problems. Which is why I'm asking you to do this job just in case. These road lamps are placed just off the road in areas where monsters are most likely to appear. Well, you just leave those monsters to me and I'll take care of them. But it'd be better to write down that combination before I forget. Then maybe you should let me deal with the combination instead. I'll leave it up to you to divide up the work amongst yourself. That should be everything you need to know, so good luck. If you need to double check and or cancel the job, then come talk with me again. Alright. Let's see. Medical. Rolling Chapel. This one, yeah. I see. Alright. The greater the light, the darker the shadows become. When one's soul is touched by a blinding light, it becomes conscious of the darkness within and embraces a contrite spirit, especially those who are taunted by the sins of the past. However, through this ordeal, one can understand the pain and suffering of others and reach greater plane of insight. What's important for the individual is preparing for the future and deciding what one wants to do. Just listening to him makes my brain hurt. Positive mind's sermons are always difficult for me to understand. Alright, so this one isn't giving me that. I will be teaching Sunday school from now on. I hope the children will listen to what I have to say. There's no one else here. Maybe it's like close to the shop? Kind of not. One of this place called Homing Cloud. Let's double check this. I'm searching. Alright, I need to find those items first. And then go meet him. Mistbor's house. Alright. Then we start going west and do these lamps. Are these the lamps? I get so. This is the one.
Piece of cake.
So this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From what Freddy said, I think this is the road lamp. I'm fairly certain this is the right one too. It says road lamp number 6 on the panel as well. Alright, well that's easy then. Alright, then let's get to work and finish this job. Unfortunately, it may not be that easy. What do you mean? Monsters. Where had all these monsters come from? It looks like the ointment has really burned out. Anyway, one of us will need to fend off these monsters while the other plays with the ointment. Yeah, right. Well then, leave these monsters to me, and Joshua is going to do this thing. Oh, do you see that bug? We gotta sell more here, and we gotta sell here. Okay. I'll open the man and spell, so hold them off until then. Got it. Let's... Oh, I can't use that. Let's just whack the one closest. Easy. Now I can use Hurricane here. Bam! Triple kill.
Piece of cake.
Alright. Use Flash twice. Who? So a few months, is that enough? There she goes again. How's everything on your side, Joshua? I'm putting in the right combination right now. Let's see, it was 544818, I think. I'm okay here, so just focus on the work. Let's see. Now all I need to do is replace the ornament. Oh baby, I'm on a roll. Come on, come on, come on, you monsters! Sorry to have kept you waiting, Estelle. Our work is done here. Huh? Done? Wait, so already replaced the ornament? Yep, I don't think we need to worry about any more monsters. Shh, that's it? It sounds like that's a bad thing. Must have been your imagination. Real something else. Okay, so then one thing, which is time. Maybe we have time for nothing. Because if we go all the way there, there's this outpost. I think there was like an officer that we needed to talk to. I'm stuck standing here today, but trails are incredibly sparse. Man, I'm so bored. Well, all this free time I've started trying to find shapes in the clouds as they pass by. Checking for treasure chests. Thibautoat. Well, if it is Estelle and Joshua too. Hello, Mr. Ashton. It's been a while since we last met. Yes, it has. So I've heard my boy Luke caused you a lot of trouble, did he? I'm absolutely ashamed as a father. I'm sure it's perfectly normal for a boy his age to be naughty like that. I mean, even I ran around outside of town when I was young. Yeah, I knew it was supposed to be a girl. You're certainly full of energy as usual. I love to get you to share some of that vigor with my new recruits. I've been thinking recently about doing a simulated battle to whip my men into shape. So I put a request at the guild for a few good men or women to play the part of enemy soldiers. I think the pair of you would be the perfect fit for the job, so about it. Can you do this for me? Accept. Sure, we'll do it. We gladly accept. Thanks, I really appreciate it. Go ahead and take a break until the preparations are ready. If I don't have you in tip-top condition, then there's no point in doing the training. Then I'm ready for an afternoon nap. Alright then, we'll get ourselves ready. Sure, please do what you need to. Oh, it's 2 vs 2? Man, these guys have no chance. Alright, training begins now. Everyone, advance 5 steps forward. Ready yourselves? I know I was bored before, but... I know it's just training and all, but it still scares the living daylights out of me. This is a training exercise, so please refrain from speaking. You all need to take this seriously, as if it were a real battle. Estelle and Joshua, you don't need to hold back on my men. That was my intention from the beginning. Do as you request. Yikes. Forward! Well, let's just go ham on these guys. Pretty sure this will be enough. Ah, no, not quite.
That's that. Let's move out.
Easy. Oh, a bunch of black crystals. Please fighting. This training's over. Oh, oh my god, this is finally over. Good job, everyone. Can I say pathetic? I guess we supposed to be soldiers. Man, she's savage. Hey, you, be quiet. We're not all feral kids like you. Can we try to say that one more time? Knock it off, Scott. Training's over. You still need to cool down too, Estelle. I hate sore losers. Private Scott, Private Harold, I think what Estelle said just a moment ago is how the citizens of this region really feel. Do you really have what it takes to protect them? It seems as though both of you need to take another look at the mirror. Yes, sir. Very good. Do not forget what you learned today and strive to fulfill your duties. Estelle and Joshua, thanks for your hard work today. Thanks to you, I think my soldiers have gotten the wake-up call they needed. There's no need to thank us. It is us who should be thanking you. This was excellent training. I agree, this was a good learning experience. Haha. If you think so, then you're set for life as braces. Though our positions may be different, we are both here to serve the public. Also, I can't do much else. I'll pray for success for the both of you. Sure, and thanks again. Take care of yourself. I will, and I hope to be seeing you again sometime. Alright, then let's go turn this in. And then gonna take a break. So this speed up button is amazing. A lot of the game feels kind of slow, but with this, it's awesome. All the factory. Talk. We're back, Freddy. Oh, hi Estelle. From the look of your face, it seems like you finished the job. Yep, and we did a fine job too. Also, we did have a few hang-ups. We thought we'd report to you as a matter of good measure. Report the events which occurred at the main road. So it really was burnt out, huh? I'm sure it happened because we were late replacing it. Sorry kids, we put you in. You were put in harm's way because of me. There's no need to apologize. It comes with the territory. Doing with dangerous jobs is part of the brace's work. I appreciate you saying that. Oh, I know. How about I give you this and make events? Impede 2 quartz. This is quartz. Yes, it's an Impede 2 quartz. It can prevent an enemy's arts. It can be pretty useful if you use it effectively. Thanks, we appreciate it. Now, thank you to the both of you today. That's kind of weird wording. Well, I guess it works now. If you need to discuss anything about augments, then stop by at any time. Don't forget to swing by if you have any other business needs. Augment replacement complete. Alright, then go to the Bracer Guild and report that stuff. Report results for augment replacement. Payment 600 3 plus 1. Further training 3 plus 2. Current rank Junior Bracer 8th class. Good work, it seems like you completed your objective without any trouble. If you finish any other jobs, please come back and report again. Alright. Yeah, that's actually a pretty decent spot to save. So let's save here. How many pages do we have? 2. Oh, a bunch of pages. A bunch of pages. Alright. So I can pretty much save whenever I want. Most duplicate saves. Alright. So, yeah. Should you have enjoyed the video, then please leave a like. And if you've got anything to say, write it down in the comments. And I guess this I'm going to see you next time. Hey, careful. So, yeah. See ya.